Good morning to y'all. Today we're going to be talking about consumerism and materialism effects on society by Landon Pendergraft. Our world is built on principles of consumerism and materialism, the measure of wealth in today's society based on how much money you have, what car you drive, what house you live in, and what clothes you wear. However, having luxury products like the ones listed here can develop into dangerous addiction that leads into various economic, mental, and environmental problems. This reality led us to ask the question, what role does materialism play in the development of consumer addiction? And how can we minimize its negative effects? Consumerism plays an important role economically in the development of consumer addiction. Consumerism is cited as a central measure of the productive success of a capitalist economy. Many economists who accept some version of the theory of consumerism are also materialists in the sense that they believe that possessing and using customer goods are necessary for individual happiness and well-being. By the guano. Examples of problem: intentionally selling harmful addictive products to gain lifetime buyers. Consumerists believe that the items they own are necessities, even though they may be unnecessary business, then use to advertise their products as necessities. Consumerism being seen as measure of an economy's success leads to the corporation that they try to create a customer addiction to their products. The more people who buy from you repeatedly, the more successful your company is. The cycle of wanting money and creating an addictive product forms a problem economically. It creates consumers who are addicted to purchase and often put their economic wants over their personal needs. Economic solutions. There are many solutions to the problem mentioned above. One potential solution is for governments to better regulate addictive products. Better regulation creates a block between business and consumers. Blocking certain types of addictive products can protect consumers from ever developing these dangerous consumer addictions. The theory of consumerism states governments should focus on stimulating consumer spending as the most effective means. By the 101. This would increase consumer addiction through the unnecessary sacrifice of consumer safety for efficiency and finding the most effective means. Other solution. While regulation can help slow down consumer addiction, it can also often slow down an economy leading to less general growth. Another solution to the problem of consumer addiction is to dictate a portion of the country's budget to educating citizens on addictive products and the danger of them. While these public awareness campaigns aren't banning the product, they are reducing the effect that they have on populace. Consumerism and materialism effects on society with the mental health problem. Materialism is directly linked to poor mental health outcomes such as anxiety, depression, and low self-worth. The constant desire for new or better items creates a cycle of short-lived satisfaction followed by long-term dissatisfaction. People often believe that buying new things will make them happier, but studies show that this feeling fades quickly, leading to more spending and deeper emotional emptiness. Social media and advertising push people to compare themselves to others, encouraging unhealthy self-image and unrealistic standards of success and happiness. Over time, the pressure to maintain a materialistic lifestyle can cause stress, burnout, and financial strain, all of which negatively impact mental well-being. Quote, you can buy true love and belonging or the belief that you're living your life to its full potential. Cashman Observer, 2017. This highlights how materialism fails to meet the deeper emotional and physiology needs. Mental health solution. Promote mental wellness by reducing materialistic values. Schools and communities should implement programs that teach emotional intelligence, self-worth, and non-material sources of happiness, such as healthy relationships, creativity, and personal growth. Public awareness campaigns can show how materialism contributes to mental health struggles, helping people realize that true happiness comes from within, not from possessions. Excuse me. Social media platforms and influencers can play a role by promoting authentic, minimalist lifestyles rather than constantly showcasing their luxury and wealth. Encouraging people to practice gratitude, focus on needs rather than wants, and spend money on experiences instead of objects has been shown to improve long-term happiness and well-being. Counseling and mental health services should address consumer pressure and financial stress, especially for young people growing up in a highly materialistic world. Environmental problem. Materialism and consumer addiction lead to demand for chemical and plastic products. This causes companies to construct factories and use materialistics that harm the environment. Local communities are harmed in species and are endangered by the toxic environment. The biodiversity of the surrounding area decreases due to environmental degradation. These chemical companies simulated local economies but eventually led to one of the most toxic environments in the South. By wage 3. Environmental solution. We as communities should only support companies that list environmental justice as part of their mission and also only buy products that we need in order to avoid any unnecessary environmental turmoil. This would ensure that companies getting the most business and have the biggest factories are mindful of the environment. This will also slow down environmental degradation as we create less toxic items by purchasing only necessary products. By conclusion, remaining a healthier consumer culture. Materialism has become a normalized part of our culture, but its negative effects, such as consumer addiction, emotional harm, and environmental destruction, can no longer be ignored. By implementing government regulations, promoting public education, and encouraging ethical customer habits, we can begin to shift society away from harmful consumerism and toward a more balanced and meaningful lifestyle. The goal is not to eliminate consumption altogether, but to consume more mindfully, because focusing on what we truly need, supporting environmentally responsible companies, and recognizing that real happiness and success come from within by working together as individuals, communities, and institutions. We can reduce the grip of materialism and create a healthier, more sustainable future.